Ginge. Ah.
So I'm going to go straight in with Faith Healer by sensational Alex Harvey Band. Okay. This was originally 2 guitar parts in the studio, so you've got one guitar going and the other guitar part going. And what's great about this riff, for me, is the fact that it's basically a D chord, but you're kind of moving it up, starting on the 5th fret, so you got 5 and 6 on your B and G, and it just keeps those 2 notes. Number 9 is, for me, you don't really get heavier than this, especially in standard tuning. Black Sabbath, Symptom of the Universe, absolutely brutal. Quite simple as well. The move there from A to B flat doesn't get any heavier than that. This is Stone Cold Crazy from Sheer Heart Attack. For me, it sounds quite Rush-like. I could imagine it on Fly By Night. We're going to clean up for this next riff, and this is going to be Starship Trooper by Yes. What I like about this particular riff is the fact that it's got some nice hybrid picking in, so using your plec and your finger. So this is Hocus Pocus by Focus. What's great about this one is that, although it's heavy, a lot of it is chords, really. And I've seen a lot of people going like that using power chords, but it's actually full harmonised chords. You've got an E minor, you've got an F major 7, you've got a C major 7, you've got a B flat major 7, and then everybody's favourite chord, the Hendrix chord. So I would say it's probably the hardest riff of these 10 as well, but it's not my favourite, but it's one of them. is going to be Rock Bottom by UFO. I saw these, well, it was the Michael Schenker group actually, at High Voltage Festival, and blew me away. I'm not a big Scorpions fan, UFO fan, or anything like that, but this riff, again, is probably one of the hardest on the list as well, but this is Rock Bottom by UFO. Rainbow Rising, what can I say? Pound for pound, one of the best albums of the 70s. Richie Blackmore at his top of his game for me, and Ronnie James Dio, what can I say about him? His lyrics are just superb. Lots of meanings behind his lyrics as well. That's an entirely different video in itself. Anyway, without further ado, this is Starstruck. What I like about this is it's kind of quite jumpy. Very kind of jumpy staccato rhythm, which is quite difficult to do when there's so many notes going on, which there are in the intro for Starstruck. Another one of his greatest techniques is string skipping. The end bit is basically you're doing the 8th to 9th fret on the A string hammer, skipping down to the G. Next up we have the mighty Led Zeppelin. I could have picked any Led Zeppelin riff for this, but I think really Led Zeppelin 2 is my favourite Led Zepp album, and next on the list is Heartbreaker. What I think is so great about this song is not only have you got the main riff that kind of goes between A and B, is the fact that you've got a midsection in there and it plays the same riff but travels between C, D, and it's a great little, you know, build up to the obviously the part, which is obviously splendid. Coming in at number 2 on my list of 70s riffs is, for me, this is my favourite band, I've got to be honest. And obviously Neil Peart recently passed away, genius. So this is Rush and it is Xanadu. makes this so splendid is the fact that it's in an odd time signature. It's actually in 7/8, which means when say if it was in 4/4 or 8/8 or whatever, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But when you're in 7/8, you get rid of that gap, and as soon as you go to 7, it's just back to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what's interesting about Xanadu is I'm playing the same thing together. So all I'm playing there is. Now, if I'm playing it in 8/8, I would have a natural gap there. But with this being in 7, what I tend to find with things in 7/8 is, even though I'm just repeating, that, because I've got rid of that natural gap there and I'm just going straight in, it sounds like he's playing something different on the repeat, but he isn't. And again, all that is just without the gap. Splendid. I could have picked any Rush song from the 70s. Number 1 on my list of riffs may surprise a few people. For me, this is the greatest riff of all time. Obviously, it's just my opinion. Inspired so many. A lot of people ripped this off. A lot of people butchered it as well, including Metallica. You will not find any Metallica licks in my top 10 80s or 90s licks. Just putting it out there. Sorry to upset anybody. But this is, well, it speaks for itself really. This is the Mighty Bread Fam. Now, the way I play this, it kind of goes against a lot of my playing styles. I like to do a lot of alternate picking. For me, comfortably for my style, I would play it alternate picking. So, you know, I can play it a lot faster when I play it like that. But the way Tony plays it is it's all with down picks, and you can hear that on the record. You can hear the squeak of the pleck against the strings, and you don't get that when you play alternate picking. A little squeaky sound. So play it all with down picks. It sounds heavier. I mean, even the solo. No, it's predominantly mainly all down picks. So this has been a lot of fun. It's been difficult trying to narrow it down to 10. Please subscribe. Any comments, comment with your top 10 70s riffs if you can. And stay tuned for my top 10 1980s riffs coming up soon. Cheers guys, keep on rocking.